All right, welcome back for the last video in our homework review. With this one, it's pretty straightforward, guys. In the instructions, I tell you that some variables simply don't work. There's things that aren't allowed in Python variables, like hyphens, or starting with a number, or having weird special characters like we have in HackerMan here. You also should be using a method of writing variables called snake case. Snake case means that for every word in the variable, we need to have a little underscore in between it, in between the words. There's another method of writing variables, usually used in languages like C# or Java, where we give every variable this sort of what we call camel case, where we start with a lowercase letter, and then we have a capital letter here, capital letter here. We don't typically do that in Python. Not a big deal if you do. Ultimately, it's going to come down to like where you work and how the programmers there write their code. But generally in Python, the right way to do it is with snake case. This guy right here. Okay, so let's fix these up. These are very busted. They don't work at all. In fact, when we run this code, we're going to get an error that says invalid syntax. Perfect. So we know we can't have special characters. We know we cannot have spaces. Making sure I was recording. We can't start with... what was that supposed to be, a 1 first email? Maybe? I don't know. I don't even know what I had email. Here we go. And then we can't have hyphens. Big number. All right, and these aren't broken, but they use camel case rather than snake case. Now, some of you went in and fixed them correctly. A couple of you did this, okay? Which is, I mean, not a big deal, okay? We're still learning, but we do want to remove those capital letters. And part of the reason we do that, guys and gals, is because in Python, capital letters have special meaning, and we'll talk about what that meaning is later on. But for right now, you just need to know this is what your variables look like, no matter how many words they have in them. That's it for your first homework, and I look forward to seeing what you guys do on your projects. I will post these to YouTube, and hopefully you get something out of them. If you still have questions after this, just hit me up on Slack.